Welcome to Judy's Recess. I went on a 7-day Alaska cruise on Carnival Spirit and experienced Alaska's natural beauty, waterfalls, wildlife, native culture and history, visited Dawes Glacier and Endicott Arm, and the ports of Skagway, Juneau, and Ketchikan. This is Ketchikan on May 18th, 2025, day 6 of our cruise. Ketchikan, Alaska. Oh, look at the other Carnival ship. I bet there's otters out there in that harbor. We gotta look at that after the Saxman Village tour. We're off to see Ketchikan, Creek Street, and go to the Saxman Village. Our tour met at the Visitor Information Center near the rock statue. A van picked us up, and it was about a 5-minute ride. I think you can go by bus as well, but the excursion we booked included a dance presentation, and we were able to go inside the Totem studio where Nathan Jackson is usually working. This was a Sunday, however, so they said he was not there because he plays the harmonica at church. We're inside Saxman Village, and the first event is the dancing. Is it going to be dancing? We'll see.
75 feet long, 50 feet wide, 35 feet high. Now it's entirely made out of western red cedar with 2 exceptions. Sitka spruce support beams running the length of the building, and these yellow cedar stepping blocks that go down into the middle here. Now, this building, the Beaver Clan House, there's a few ways you can tell it's the Beaver Clan House from these house posts here on my sides. 2 beaver house posts behind you guys, the beaver screen right behind me, and there's a beaver screen on the front of the clan house outside that you'll be able to see. Now, we built this clan house as traditionally as possible, so you can see the levels here going down to that fire pit in the middle there. Now, it was said the more levels a clan house had, the wealthier the owners of the house were. This one has 3 levels. It's a very large clan house. Now, that bottom level there with the fire pit in the center, that fire would be very large, and it would be going 24/7. tended to by the younger people of the house. It would only be for heating purposes. Around it could be 3 or 4 smaller ones, and those ones would be used for other things like cooking. It's called the potlatch. Now, when you're going to enter into the house, a new person, you would have the Nakani, or the speaker of the house, standing at the door. They would bang their stick to get everyone's attention, and as that new person entered, they'd say their name, where they were from, what rank they had, say if they were a chief in their village, or any important feats that they had accomplished, things of that nature. Just about everybody.
The leaves are free when we're coming in.
Is a house post, and that's one that you're always going to want to see. Usually they'll be obviously in front of someone's house, and our villages traditionally would have been built right on the shoreline. So the houses as well as the poles would have all been along the beach, with the poles usually in front of the houses. That is because we all traveled by water back then. You can see even now the totem poles are right next to the road. You want to be days out of the year. So that's a very short explanation of that pole there. But that's a story pole. So usually that'd be a very long-winded story. It's usually a precautionary tale. So you tell it usually to children or something like that.
I wasn't recording.
Examples of those smaller handheld tools up here on this table. I'll go over some of the traditional tools as well. Now, he recarved these wings back here. Now, I did say when the pole is standing, we don't usually do too much in terms of repairing them. When it's standing, it's really meant to come down eventually. But those beaks and the wings, they are not a part of the original log. They are added on. They're carved separately. So those parts, we're not too close to replacing them if they do come off. And you can see actually the two original ones he is not today. He plays harmonica at his church, so he couldn't join us today. But he's who's known as a Tlingit master carver for very good reason. He's been practicing for well over 60 years, and he has works all over the world. If you want to see some examples of those, you can see them in his booklet here. You already saw examples of his work, the art up inside of the clan house as well. So very, very talented. He also has works in the airport here, if any of you. We'll only take about 1/3 off the tree to preserve the life of it and keep it healthy. But in smaller strands, soften down. This could be used to weave many, many things. Things that your hats and dancers were wearing up in the clan house. These are very well designed. They could block the sun from your eyes, protect your head from the rain. Cedar is very water resistant. It's in paddles, rattles, masks, and bent wood boxes, which are a very interesting form of art. And I say they're interesting because they're only made of 3 pieces. The bottom, the lid, and the middle 4 sides of the pole. It will not rot as quick. It also makes it a lot lighter because we use a lot of manpower when it's time to raise the pole. We lift it up using manpower. We'll put boards underneath it and then lift it. We carry it out flat like you see here. It is carved and made completely like this. It'll be completely finished laying flat before it's raised at all. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, I talked about the carvers, I talked about the woods, I talked about the tools. What about the color that you would use on the poles? Now you might have noticed not too much variety in terms of the colors used because we stick to tradition in that way as well. You really would have only used a couple colors back then because you would have made those colors from things in the area. You would have used minerals primarily to do so. Now this reddish brown, that'd be iron oxide. Think like a rust-like color. Now this bluish green, that would be iron silicate, or rarely copper oxide. So think like a Statue of Liberty type of color. Now this deep black here, that would be charcoal or coal. Which are more readily available. These ones would be the easiest to get, you might imagine. Now, making the paint would traditionally be a job for the ladies of the village. And how they would do this, they would crush up these minerals, and then they would go to a fresh water source, ideally a woods or even nearby one of these fresh water sources, a river or a creek, and they'll get fish eggs from here, salmon eggs, ideally dog salmon eggs that are larger and more oily. They will take these eggs, put them in their mouth, and chew up the raw eggs. As they pop, all the oil coming from them will mix with their saliva, and they'll do this for a very, very long time. Once that's finished, all the oil is mixed with their saliva. They're going to spit that out into the crushed up mineral. But they'll do it through clenched teeth, so they filter out the shell and the pulp and all the solid things coming from the egg.
And now we are at Creek Street. There's the entrance.
Sorry.
That's okay. We stopped at Crab and Go, and ordered the kids' red king crab for $59.95 to share. It was a perfect portion to try the crab for under $100. This is the kids' meal.
King crab.
King crab kids' meal.
Red king crab. Whatever.
From Crab and Go. We were going to try that fish house, but the line is very, very long. And we only have a short time until our ship leaves. And we have some Husky IPAs and a white. Last one. Cheers to Ketchikan.
I didn't say that's the one that anyway.
You got ripped.
That is good.
I know. We're rushing back because we have 10 minutes to get to the ship, but there's a huge line, so we wish we would have had more time in Ketchikan. Maybe we'll find Phoenix, the whale that never left.
Alterations, we will repair or replace it with one of the I got silver one time. I have a permanent net.
I got one right here.
Everyone's coming in. Ketchikan, our last. Oh, that's right. It's military appreciation.
Good afternoon, everyone. Watch out, there's a Dr. Seuss parade coming through. We got to
Last day for the Alaska flag to fly. They closed off the front of the ship because of excessive winds. They're not starting now, though. Excessive winds are supposed to be later on, early evening, all the way until early morning. Please take a moment to click the like button and subscribe to Judy's Recess and help my channel grow. Sailed off from Ketchikan. The bartender at the Red Frog pub sang a little song, and then we went to dinner for lobster night. It's elegant night, feast night number 2, so we have corn chowder, beef carpaccio, think that's how you say it. It does look good. It looks like little pepperonis.
I know, that's what I was thinking. It's very thin.
Caesar salad. And a silver shell. And
Calamari. Oh, look at that pepper.
yeah, we've got calamari. And we're waiting for the spinach salad. We have bread over. And spinach salad. Okay, we have 2 lobsters. I consolidated them into one plate. They take the lobster and like de-shell it for you, so it's easy to get the shell off. We have another lobster with broccoli and mashed potatoes. And we have some prime rib and a baked potato. Everything looks delicious. Yep, and another lobster over here. Tap it.
Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good night and good night.
Fruit plate. Creme brulee, fruit plate, and butter pecan ice cream. How's it?
Good.
Okay, we have left Ketchikan and we're on our way to Victoria. And look at the weather. We're going fast and there's spray going. And we've been warned that it's going to be really rocky tonight, all the way through the early morning. Next stop, Victoria, Canada. Thanks for watching.